We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And off we go from Denver. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Recovery, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Philip Lindsey,
it's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not to speak is break the words that make you watch your step. You change your name, I like your respect. Give it more than when I get expected at the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go, DJ. Check. It's our 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 54.
Locke now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
By
Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
Block working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Check 99. Check 13. Check 13. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Block. Able to get this to Gordon. And that is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
from the gun. Lock. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Dolphins 7, Broncos nothing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
55 mark, 55 now. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Complete.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they were able to get to him.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Hamler now on the return. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. The Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so good throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 36, 36.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check. No. That's me.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Dolphins 7. Kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
The stop
the big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
A gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The 26-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Miami.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
How many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, second in total sacks in NFL history among actors.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon McManus.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Block now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Rip right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I 7. Let's go. I got you, sir. Mike 6. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Melvin Gordon. Out of bounds at the 37.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now Locke again. That's caught over the middle right fan. And we're going to get timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's an 8-yard pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun. Right?
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua fighting Williams for a Dolphin first down. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Lock. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Block will try again on second down. Out quickly to Judy. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
61. Matchbox light. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Again, it's Lock. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And all the way home for the Broncos score. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Broncos 45, Dolphins 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
They run again with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Broncos 45.
Welcome back now to Denver.
7.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Jim.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's complete to Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down, Miami.
Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
16-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Bradley Chubb.
That was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Tua now on first down. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Complete.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the files.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They'll call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and probably free from his grasp.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To a hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a game.
They'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Another run by Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that.